What's up guys, it's Ian from Classic Lacrosse, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review over the Wolf Athletics Ghost Shaft. So, in addition to me talking here about the shaft in this review, I also hit the field with my buddy Parker, and I got some video of the shaft in action, some slow-mo shooting videos, so you guys can really see the shaft flex, and some passing, catching photos and stuff. So I'll play those throughout the video, so you guys can really see the shaft in action. So anyway, let's get into the review. Alright, so Patrick at Wolf Athletics sent me this shaft review about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago now. So it's been a while. But I had to really get a feel for this shaft. Since it's made of polycarbonate, it's so different from, a standard metal shaft or a wood shaft. It's got a ton of flex, and you can feel the flex. It's so different when passing, catching, getting ground balls, shooting. So it really took me a while to get used to this shaft to make this honest review. Alright, so I'm first going to start by talking about some of the pros of this shaft and what I really like about it. So first off, this shaft is obviously very different and unique. It is made of polycarbonate, unlike other shafts in the market, made of metal, carbon fiber, wood. Being made of polycarbonate, it allows this shaft to have a crazy amount of flex, like a crazy amount of flex. Because of the flex, the shaft itself adds speed to your shot. Wolf Athletics advertises 7 to 12 miles an hour, I think, and I believe it. It's crazy. When I was shooting, I felt like I was shooting faster. I didn't have a radar gun to really test that, but I know Parker can say the same. I just felt like I was shooting faster with it. So yeah, if you wanna break your shot record, pick up one of these. I'm sure you could do it. But anyway, another thing that I really like about this shaft is the weight. Although it weighs in at 7.9 ounces, it really doesn't feel like 7.9 ounces. 7.9 ounces is kind of a heavy shaft. It's not too heavy, but it just doesn't feel like 7.9 ounces when you're shooting with it, passing with it, playing with it. It felt a lot lighter, but it does weigh in at 7.9 ounces, which isn't a bad thing. It gives a good feel in your hands. And I really like the shape of the shaft. It has very sharp edges that aren't really rounded off, so it gives a good feel in your hand, gives you some grip. And so yeah, overall I really like the feel of the shaft in my gloves when I'm shooting, passing. So I like the feel of it. Another thing I really like about the shaft is that it is very durable. So to maintain some of the structural integrity, there's a strut. Hold on, let me see if you guys can see this. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but they added a strut that runs down vertically through the center of the shaft. And one thing I didn't like about that strut though is it runs right through where the screw hole is. Well, Wolf Athletics also doesn't provide a screw hole for you, so I had to make my own, which wasn't that big of a deal, but it took me some time, and it really took me some time because that strut runs right through where that screw hole is, so it was hard to really like screw it in because that strut was there kind of like in the way. I finally got it in. It wasn't really that big of a deal, although my screw is kind of sideways. So it's not really perfect. I might have to redo that, but it's in there. It took me just a little while, which is not really a bad thing. But anyway, back to the durability. This thing is super durable. I hit it against some poles just to see if it would like crack or dent anywhere, and it did not. There's no sign of damage on this shaft right now. Although one thing, it is a little warped. I think that's just because I've been flexing it so much. It's really not that big of a deal right now. It's barely warped. You guys probably can't see it. It's warped. It's warped like this, and to the side there. maybe over time it might warp a little more. I'm not sure. I don't think it's really not that big of a deal right now, but maybe over time it might be. But anyway, it is super durable, being made of polycarbonate, and its structural design with the flex, it is a indestructible shaft. So yeah, it's super durable. So those are all the pros, the things I really like about the shaft. I'll get into some cons here now, some things I really don't like about the shaft. Although they're not huge things I don't like about the shaft, they're just minor things. So yeah, I'll get into these real quick. So first off, since the shaft flexes so much, it changes the release point of the ball to a little bit earlier when shooting. And so I really had to change my pocket to adapt to the shaft. And so originally when I got the shaft, I put on well, it was this head, but I had a pocket similar to this one. And so this is just a basic mid pocket, not a lot of whip or hold, with this really smooth release. It's what I would normally put on all my other sticks, and so I really had to change that pocket because with just a basic mid pocket, not a lot of whip or hold, I kept shooting over the goal, and it wasn't very accurate, and the ball just kept it just felt like it was slipping out, and so I changed the pocket up to a pocket with a lot more whip. So this is the pocket I have on there now, and so this one has way more whip than that other one, and this pocket works great with this shaft now. I'm not shooting over the net anymore. It doesn't feel like I'm shooting with a lot of with a pocket with a lot of whip though, which is bad because now when I pass with this stick that has a lot of whip. So you shoot and pass differently with this stick. So that's one thing I didn't really like about it, because with the normal, wood shaft or metal shaft, carbon fiber shaft, it's pretty much all the same. Passing and shooting, it kind of feels the same. Ball release is similar, and so I just wasn't. It's kind of hard to get used to. Eventually, I kind of got it, but one other thing that I didn't particularly like about the shaft is that it took me a really long time to get used to. It's not like a metal shaft or a carbon fiber shaft or wood shaft where it's pretty easy to get used to. Playing a little wall ball and shooting a little bit, and you kind of got it. But this one, it took me some time, a few hours on the wall, to really dial it in, and a lot of shots. So but I absolutely love this shaft now. It just took me a little while. So that's one thing I didn't really like about it, because it just kind of takes a while to get used to. But overall, I really like the shaft. Yeah, so overall, this product is very unique and different, and I like it a lot. It's a very innovative product, and I think innovation is key when helping grow the game. So if you choose to pick one up, be ready to hit the wall and shoot a lot, because it does take a little time to get used to. But once you get the hang of it, you'll be shooting faster, hopefully, with the flex, and throwing dimes in no time. So that's it for this review of the Wolf Athletics Ghost Shaft. If you guys want to check out Wolf Athletics, I'll leave a link to their website in the description. I'll also leave their Instagram so you guys can follow them on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. Also, let me know what you guys thought of this review in the comments below, and if I should do another review over some other products in the future. So yeah, that's it for this video. Yeah, throw this video a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.